What's up, beautiful people? Nathan Clark, Domination Nation, Jim. Coming to you highlight another piece of equipment I'll show you guys. What I think is as good, if not better, than the Nautilus Xpload pull down. So Nautilus Xpload is a cool line. Lots of people acquiring the pieces. From my perspective, the pull down and the row are hands down the best pieces, and really the only pieces, from my perspective, worthy of keeping. But I'm going to show you this Tuff Lat Pulldown. It's the same exact motion path, slightly different characteristics than the Nautilus Xpload pulldown, more readily available, and certainly much more economical and affordable. So, Performance Plus by Tuff Lat Pulldown. So, more or less the same exact motion path than the Xpload. So I'm going to show you the advantages, disadvantages. This is a smaller footprint than the Xpload, and it gives you more options to do a true lat pull down versus high row that the Xpload doesn't. The downside is I don't think the handles that come with the machine are as good, but I'm going to show you what I do instead. And the height, if you're super tall, it may be a potential issue. But check this out, I'll show you the Tuff plate loaded lat pull down.
So not too many people know about this machine. It's certainly doesn't get the press or the appreciation that some of the other machines do, but this is truly a phenomenal pull down. So I'm going to show you 3 different handles using this. I'm going to show you the traditional handle, this most grip 90-degree handle, and then some other handles, hog leg handles. I love to use this machine one arm at a time, kind of like the Nautilus Xpload. It's really a superior machine used one arm at a time. So the difference is, and I'm kneeling in front of the machine here to get a full stretch and a full contraction. So the difference is with the Nautilus Xpload, it's really just a high row machine. The arms don't come as far forward on the Nautilus Xpload as they do on this Tuff stuff, and there's not as much divergence. There's very little divergence on the Nautilus Xpload pull down, which isn't a bad thing. It just makes it exclusively a high row machine because of where the arms sit. This machine can be used as both a high row and a lat pull down, and I'll show you that in a few minutes here. But you can see I did one set with the handles that came with the machine, which are okay. They're just a little clunky, not as smooth as the Nautilus Xpload handles. And I'm using these most grip handles, these 90-degree handles that allow free range of motion. Much better feel on this. You can see from the back angle, I like to get that full stretch and full contraction with my elbow ending in front and getting a full stretch and contraction. So for me, it's much better strength curve as well to do it kneeling, because you can see the weight horn comes up even higher. The reason the Nautilus Xpload is excellent and this is excellent is because the weight horn is curved. The movement arm is curved such that the weight horn comes far above parallel to allow a peak contraction that makes it a little easier. So these handles I'm using are the hog leg handles from LPG Muscle. Phenomenal handles. I actually prefer using these handles over the other two that came with it. With the Nautilus Xpload, you can't change the handles. Obviously, you use what's got. But these you can actually change pretty easy with this screw. But so from my perspective, you can do very similar movement. I'm doing this high row movement kneeling in front. If you're super tall, you may not get enough stretch. But for me, it's not an issue. So that you can see me doing 2 arms at a time. So I'm going to show you, this is kind of the 2 arm at a time high row, where my knees are in front of the pad. So it's given me the ability to hit the lower lat. You can see that's a high row movement from this perspective. See how my knees are in front of the knee pad? It's given me enough space to let my elbows finish in front. Now I'm going to do a true lat pull down movement. You can see the true lat pull down movement, great divergence on this, and my elbows end to my side, not in front of me. So it's much more of an upper back and rhomboid movement, a little bit of teres as well, than a high row. So the difference with this machine, like I said, is you can use this as a lat pull down or as a high row. You can see that's a lat pull down with my knees underneath, where I'm actually able to get some divergence and bring my elbows to my side.